Welcome to It Takes Two. I'm Blair.
I'm Chris.
And today we'll be talking about Ready to Love, Season 10, Episode 2.
Subscribe, like, share, comment, all the above. Blair, you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's go.
So we have our new batch of singles.
I'm ready.
We're starting with Shanice, 44.
Okay.
She has multiple businesses. Coley, 32. She is a flight attendant.
Mm-hmm.
Fritz, 36, financial analyst.
Okay.
Tay, 35, nurse anesthetist.
They like her, boy.
Cam, 33, firefighter.
Oh, maybe Cam and Dion, maybe.
Raquel, 36, medical QA specialist. Khalil, 31, roofing company, I think it was like VIP.
Okay.
Cisco, 41, divisional liaison.
Mm-hmm.
Hussein, 42, visual manager.
Okay.
Rose, 38, hairstylist. And of course, we have Will and Sahara from The Last Mixer.
Oh man, they are with the second batch. Well, let's see about this episode, Blair.
Yeah, so Khalil and Raquel immediately hit it off. They're both from North Philly. We learned that she writes poetry.
Mm-hmm.
Cisco, or Francisco, likes to work out, and he immediately takes his shirt off.
Hey, it's hot.
Hussein was down to talk to Tay first.
Mm-hmm.
He liked her dress, and she just seemed to have a good vibe, good personality.
Okay, nice.
Rose has a son, and as soon as she walks in, she's complimenting all the men, and she does put it on the forefront that she has a child when she's talking to the guys to see if they would be interested in dating a woman with a child.
That's fair. Thank you for giving me all the details of the main details that I need to know. You know what I mean?
Will knows that women don't take him seriously due to the laughter, but he doesn't want a woman who's too serious.
You see, the problem with Will is that
He don't listen.
He don't listen, and it's not that no one don't take you seriously, or like it's not that you talking about, oh, don't be too. It's you're not funny. That's really the issue of it is. He's like, I don't want a woman that's too serious. Women love to laugh. You get what I'm saying? I'm sure you have those few that don't find nothing funny, but Will is legitimately not funny. So it's like, yeah.
And he comes in immediately with jokes.
Yes, yeah.
Sahara arrives and acts like she doesn't know Will.
Oh, I would act the same way too. I ain't gonna lie.
So when nephew Tommy comes, he tells everyone it's time to put their independence in the past to depend on someone else, and there will be an elimination tonight.
Oh, okay. Well, there was one.
There was one. So we see Hussein and Rose talk. He is into interior design. She also likes interior decorating. He is 6'7".
Yeah, he's 6'7".
I was like, did I get that right?
No,
yes,
he's 6'7". You're right.
6'7". He liked the way that she dressed, but he also liked her ability to be creative. She showed him some of her interior design work, so he was into her and just her whole vibe.
Yeah. So far, I'm liking the vibe. You know, so far, I'm trying to get a feel for everyone once they interact with everyone, before I make my opinions and things like that.
Yeah. So Shanice is talking to Francisco. He says that he pretty much work out, sleep, repeat. And Shanice makes a comment that, you know what, that's probably why we don't meet people, because nobody wants to get out of their routines. And she doesn't typically like to either. She works, she does Pilates, and, she's a very beautiful lady.
Yeah, but it's not going to work because she is a jack of all trades, master of none. And she's older, only by a couple years and things like that. But I don't think that she will be able to really just slow down the same way as he's not willing to slow down. So it's like y'all would be two boats basically just passing each other. You get what I'm saying?
Will and Coley talk. He is sweating, dabbing his forehead. She's talking about how she's a shopper, and she's like, well, I'm a woman. Women be shopping pretty much. And Will make some type of joke along the lines of, well, I'm not a woman, but people get you canceled depending on if you say you a woman or not or something. And then he starts laughing in her face. And she's like, you know what? I think he's nervous.
No, he's Will. You get what I'm saying? Listen here, I would have been just like homegirl that would have said, hey, do I know you? No, you don't. You know what I'm saying? Now, here's the thing. Will was terrible during the sit down, but I also think she was too.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, I ain't learned nothing about her. She said, I'm a shopper, and just to basically paraphrase everything she said, I'm a shopper, and guess what? Which as a woman, I think that's the wrong way to say it. Women love to shop.
Okay.
Right? Basically, like, who don't like to shop as a woman, basically. And I'm just like, well, tell me about you. I don't want to know general statements and things like that. Tell me something that is 100% to you.
But the thing is, if you're a good communicator, you could ask her, where does she like to shop? Is there specific brands? Is there specific, types of things that she likes to buy? Like Will, just was completely just not present in the conversation, Then we get to Fritz telling Tay that she is a fave among the guys.
Okay.
His birthday's coming up. He was going to be going to Panama, I think he said, for his birthday trip. But he's deciding to stay in town because he can gain a lot from this experience. She likes that he travels and has been exposed to different cultures.
Okay, nice.
He talks about how he's seen views and sunsets that he would like to show a partner.
Okay, well, I wish I could learn some more about you.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? I think what I'm learning is that I really can't judge nobody except Will from even the first mixer, right?
Yeah.
I think everybody's nervous. Everybody still got their guard up. Only a few people can handle these mixes very well. So far, I asked the question on my board, which batch do I like? And so far, I'm liking the first batch better than the second one.
I will say, I did have some commentary about Fritz while we were watching it together. And I don't know. I think what I'm getting is pretty much what you're getting, particularly for Fritz. I felt like he was trying to sell a vacation in a way. It kind of felt like, I'm not getting to know you, but I know that you like to travel, which is a good thing for people to know. But that was the only thing that was really focused on. It's like every time he's talking about a trip that he's going to or what he wants to show somebody. And I think that travel and seeing the world is a beautiful thing. But it felt very much like he was selling that as if you get with me, then you'll get to see the world type of thing. And maybe we're totally off. Hey, this is the first episode, but hey, that's what we got so far. So we get to Raquel and Khalil. His brother took his own life. He has a tattoo dedicated to his brother. And they both have travel tattoos of places that they've been on their bodies. Shanice is... any thoughts about Raquel and Khalil?
No, outside of asking how many tattoos do you have and things like that. And she said she knows because people ask her all the time. She just come off as a bubbly personality.
She does,
but that's all I have. I feel like as produced as the show is, right? There's not a lot of personable information being passed around that I can actually know outside of this right here, right? And even though this is very personable to him, it's still not about him.
Yeah,
dude, you get what I'm saying? It seems like I don't know. Maybe it's just me. You get what I'm saying? But it's kind of hard to get an opinion about someone when you're not really talking about yourself and no one's really sharing about themselves in this first episode.
Yeah, they both. I read that. So Shanice is telling Cam about the many jobs that she has. He doesn't really want to be with someone who can't separate themselves from their job. Khalil goes to talk to her, and he also wasn't into the conversation. He asks her if she makes time to date, and she says she doesn't have time for shenanigans.
So why are you here?
Literally,
why are you here?
And then that's the thing with Shanice as well, that I guess the guys picked up on, is that she wasn't sharing about herself as a person more so than what she does. And I'll give her this amount of bail, is that if she is really at work all the time, then that's probably is all she really has to talk about, is what she's doing every day and all the different businesses she's juggling. But I would hope that she would be able to share a little bit more, but I don't know.
These people, and my thing is, she's too old, man, to be talking like this. You get what I'm saying? If you're not practicing how to talk and practicing how to communicate with the opposite sex or with whatever sex you're interested in, it's you're gonna start talking weird. Oh no, I don't got time for that shenanigans. Being with someone is not shenanigans. I would actually say signing up for Ready to Love is more shenanigans
than just dating.
You get what I'm saying? Because there's a high chance that you're gonna run across shenanigans if you sign up with Ready to Love.
Yeah.
Compared to just your random person on the street. You get what I'm saying? Who knows?
So then we get to Tay and Cisco.
Okay.
She really liked him, and she was impressed with his muscles and his tattoos. I was like, girl, please do not be easily impressed. Get to know me.
Man, don't let me take off my shirt, man. You get what I'm saying?
So we learned that his last relationship was 3 years ago.
Okay.
Her insecurities, or his ex's insecurities, were too strong for him. Things like, why is he going to get a haircut? And he says, yes, I might have cheated in the past.
Wait a minute.
And then Tay's face drops.
It did.
Tay tells us that her last relationship, she got cheated on, and that's why they broke up. He said that he was young and he didn't know how to be in a relationship at that time. Now where he's at in life, he will tell women that he is in a relationship and their communication has to cease.
Okay.
Tay appreciates his honesty. She doesn't think that that's who he is. That's just what he did in the past.
Yeah, listen here. All I see in the preview trailer is Tay and basically Cisco all up on each other, lap dancing, and she on him. Look, my thing is this, Tay, I have no problem with you giving people bail to get out of jail. But you gave him bail just a little bit too fast. Yeah. You don't know him, right? For you to say, I believe that, like, you know, you learn from your mistakes, just to paraphrase, and, like, you know, you're a good person. I'm like, you don't know. Like, put him to the test. Take the information. Don't wear your emotions or what you think on your face, right? And then, like, you know, put him to the test to where with more time and more talking and things like that, you come to an actual, like, educated conclusion than what you think, you know?
Yeah, I agree. So Rose and Cam are connecting.
Okay.
He is open to dating a woman with children. He's talking about how he has baby fever being around Rose, and just at this point in his life, he wants a family. Okay. She asks if he's close to his family. He says he is, but there's always been a bit of tension. He grew up religious and went his own way. He considers himself open-minded. Okay. Rose is very spiritual, so she would prefer to be with a man who has some type of religious or spiritual beliefs.
Hey, dig more into how he is with his family. You get what I'm saying? He may be underplaying the tension in the family. You get what I'm saying? Because saying that there's tension in the family, that's something more. Because we already know as family's going to get along one day and then they're not going to get along the next day. But for you to actually use that word tension, that means that there's something that has been basically the underbelly issue of the family that's basically making it tensious. You get, well, tension's not a word, but causing that tension. So I would say just dig more into that history.
Yeah, but I do want to give Rose a gold star, as much as I'm talking about people not really like giving us much to go off of when it comes to getting to know them as a person. I feel like I'm starting to see Rose and just how she is as a person. Like, I feel like the way that she communicates with people, the way that she shares about her interests and her hobbies and her child and her religious and spiritual beliefs. Like, she's having the conversations to really figure out who she can really connect with, where I feel like some of the people are probably nerves. It can be editing. It could be a lot of different things, but I feel like she has stepped like out there with an intention of finding someone who she truly connects with. And the only way you can do that is really to put out who you are as a person and seeing if that person rises to the occasion. So I feel like I'm seeing a good picture of Rose initially.
And it seems very personal. Yeah. In the sense of, I like that she's putting these things on the forefront because, hey, this is what I'm into, to your point. If you're not into me having a kid or like whatever it is, then you could just keep on moving. Not in a rude way, but it's like, these are the main things about me. This, and this. And then everything else, you can ask in between questions to fill in the blank.
Right. So Sahara is saying that the earth is flat to Fritz.
Do you see what I mean? Listen here, Tommy, you should have sent her home, brother. Dude, dude, you understand what I'm saying? Hey, listen, Philly. I'm just saying, I'm from Jersey City, right? Philly's not far from Jersey City. Philly, y'all need better representation than this. Okay? The earth she's a flat earther.
I didn't think we would see one of these on Ready to Love, Flat Earth.
I didn't think we see a black one from Philly.
Agreed.
You get what I'm saying? Like I know they're around,
that was a shock.
But a black one from Philly?
Yeah.
Blow my mind. You get what I'm saying? But okay.
Coley talks about how her type is at least 6'2". She tells this to Hussein. He says that she wowed him with her dress, but the conversation just wasn't there.
Yeah, she do seem kind of not interested. Like very monotone, you know?
But see, I don't feel that way about Coley. I feel like she has a very bubbly personality, but I don't think she's giving anyone anything to kind of latch onto the way that I feel like Rose is. Like, she's really putting, like, you know, her key points about her life or herself, that in order to really like figure out who her partner is in the process. Yeah. And Coley, I feel like she's just at a party. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a different kind of intention. Okay. So Will is looking nervous. And he says that he's having a hard time building a connection. I think he was talking to Cam, and I'm just like, Will, then you need to start talking to folks. I don't know why you're talking to Cam. Don't take a breather.
Yeah.
Get out there and get to work.
Yeah, go back and do your laugh again. I don't know.
Yeah. So nephew Tommy arrives. He chats with the guys first. They are feeling Tay, Rose, and Khalil is feeling Raquel. The guys aren't really feeling Shanice, Sahara, or Cooley.
Now, Sahara, this is the second time your name came up. Listen, you can't blame the first batch now. You get what I'm saying? You came here with the second batch, talk about the earth is flat. All right. You get what I'm saying?
Tommy then chats with the ladies. They are feeling Fritz, Francisco, Hussein, Raquel's feeling Khalil, and Cam.
Okay.
Rose doesn't like that Cam is not spiritual, so he's probably not going to be the guy for her. But like I said, I'm glad that she knows that. So, hey, freeze him up for somebody else, and she can be crossing dudes off her list and move on to the next.
And that's to your point. The only way that she would know that is by basically putting herself out there saying, this is what I'm into.
Right.
Yeah, you're right.
And the ladies aren't really feeling Khalil and Will.
Well,
so the bottom two guys are Khalil and Will. Khalil just wasn't proactive about spending time with the other ladies, so they felt like he didn't really stand out. Some of the women actually forgot like what his name was or that he was even there.
Wow. And
for Will, he was giving friend vibes.
I think they lying about that friend vibe thing right there.
So they determined that Will is not ready to love, and then Tommy has Will come up to give a farewell speech. Pretty much.
That was embarrassing.
Tommy tells everyone that this was his second mixer. He gave Will another chance to be a part of the group. He was brave enough to put himself out there twice, and Tommy applauds him, but ain't no third chances.
There's no third chances. Go home. You had two people tell you no, you are definitely going home. And
Will says that he doesn't really know what it is, but you know he's going to find his person. And my thing is, I'm totally with. I think her name was Coley. I'm gonna get her name right. My thing is with Will is Coley was absolutely right. You don't listen. Okay. Like they told you like what the issue was the first time. The second time they were actually nice and just said you was like a friend zone type thing. But I don't think there's anything wrong with like being a jovial person, but you're not allowing people to get to know you. It's kind of like a barrier or a mask that he's using, and I don't know if he recognizes that.
Well, hopefully he watches back.
Yeah. So Coley and Shanice were at the bottom. Coley was giving surface level. Shanice's conversations were leaning on professional instead of personal. The guys feel like Coley is not ready to love.
Wow.
So Tommy offers her a second chance, and she says that she would say, don't waste my effing time. I don't know why she didn't put two and two together about this being the second mixer and there was more people, but Tommy spelled it out to her. And she agreed to stay so she can meet the other 8 singles.
Here's the thing about her, right?
Okay.
She's a flight attendant.
Yes, she is.
So I would think, and guess what? I may be wrong to think this, that, you are a flight attendant. You may have a bubbly personality. You get what I'm saying? Like you basically, you light up my day. You get what I'm saying? I come in there, you're smiling, you're showing me the seatbelt, you're telling me this and how it goes in. Hey, or like you willing to sit in the emergency row and things like that? Or like you want to, like someone who's bubbly. She don't give me bubbly.
Really?
No.
I absolutely thought she was bubbly.
She gives me like, okay, next. You get what I'm saying? Like she did not come off to me as if she was interested in, like one of the guys said it, that she was more interested in seeing Tommy than any of the other guys.
Well, you know they tell them to clap and scream. And
I understand, but I listen here. But all I'm saying is I could say Tay is more bubbly than her.
I would say
Tay come in and she giving compliments. Hey, I like your suit and things like that. Like, hey, how are you? Like, she don't give me that at all.
Okay. So we learned that next time both groups are going to meet, and we will see that in the next episode.
Anything else?
That's all I got.
Subscribe, like, share, comment.